things that will happen to you because you do stupid mistakes. So if you feel something is just 1% stupid, don't do it, because that's 1%. Something really bad will happen to you. And trust me, bad things are never fun. They're all filled with regrets. You're gonna be asking yourself, why didn't I listen to Ahmed? Mono, he's 16 years old and he goes to a strict Catholic boarding school on an island in Tonga called Tongatapu. He's so bored in life that he would persuade 5 of his friends to leave that island and go on an adventure. So they come up with this plan to go to the island of Fuji that's 500 miles away. It's basically impossible to get there. But when you're stupid, you do anything because you're stupid. So they steal a fisherman's boat and get some supplies and sail away. When night comes, a big storm would hit, basically destroying the boat. The next day, they would figure that they don't have no food or water or shelter or anything. So the boys drift away for 7 days, basically just living on rainwater. But on the 8th day, they spot something. What is that? They spot a small island about a half-mile long called ʻAta. ʻAta is an island 100 miles away from Tongatapu. So they jump into the water and swim to that island. Guys, this warehouse frightens me. Fear of what's coming. Guys, I need your help. Please, don't let me go at these stories alone. Please, like this video. And please, subscribe to this channel. God bless you. Boys do anything to survive on that island. They catch some seabirds, they drink their blood, they eat the birds raw and the fish raw because they can't start a fire. They don't have the tools to start a fire. And all the wood is wet. Luckily, it's enough rain to keep them hydrated. A month later, they come up with this idea to build a raft. So they start looking around the island for things to build that raft with. And once they built that raft, they start singing and dancing. We did it! We did it! We did it! And as soon as they put that raft into the water, it falls apart. We did it! We did it! We did it to ourselves. Now Mono, he's a defeated boy, and he's thinking to himself, are we ever going to get out of this island? One day, him and his boys decide to explore that island, and they find the remnants of a society that lived 100 years ago on that island before they were abducted onto slave ships. So they would find things that would help them survive, like knives and other things. And then 3 months later, they find a big dry log. They play around with it a little bit, and they would get some friction to start a fire. They were so happy, they started singing and dancing. We did it! We did it! We did it! And for the first time, they started eating things cooked because they were eating the things raw. Sushi all the time. So they have a feast that night. Now 6 months in, and the boys are in survival mode. They catch, they hunt, they built a hut. They even built homemade statues. They made a gym. One of the boys even built a ukulele from wood, coconut, and wire. Meanwhile, in Tongatapu, the boys' families are in distraught. They're really upset. They think they died. They're in mourning. About a year later, Mano's on that island and he's thinking to himself, man, we're gonna be on here forever. But one day, an Australian named Peter Warner, a captain of a fishing boat, would go fishing near that island of ʻAta, and he would see black burned out patches on that island. He told himself, that's strange, I know that island. It's not supposed to be like that. And one of the boys would see him and jump into the water and swim towards him. And the other boys would see him, hey, help us, help us. The boys are rescued after 15 months and returned to Tongatapu. And everything is over now. Or is it? Do you guys remember that fisherman's boat they stole? The fisherman went crazy. And as soon as they returned, he went to the police station and he pressed charges. And the police arrested the boys and threw them in jail. But Peter Warner, he knows he got a good story on his hands. And he wants to help the boys out. So he calls Sydney, Channel 7, and tells them, I got a good story for you guys. Wanna buy it? They agree. And they agreed once the boys are released from jail, they would go back to that island and film a documentary for them. That's where I got these images from. Anyway, Peter would take the money and he would go to the fisherman and tell him, here's the money for the boat. And the fisherman would take the money and drop the charges, and the boys would be released from jail. They would go back to that island and film this documentary. Till this day, Peter and Mano are great friends. And I want to personally thank each one of you guys for watching today's video. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys appreciate me. Please comment your opinion about this story below. And please like, share, and subscribe. God bless you. I'm out of here!